So I did a video talking about someone that was leaving comments saying that why don't I just go back to my country club and ride my horse, and how I have white privilege, and that because I'm a white person, I have white privilege, and I should just go back to my country club and ride my horse. And for some reason, a lot of people took that as saying that that's not racist at all, that I'm being a Karen, and look how awful I'm being by being bothered by the fact that this person is telling me I have white privilege and telling me to go back to my country club and ride my horse when I don't own a horse and I don't belong to a country club. They made the assumption that because I was white, that I have white privilege and that I belong to a country club and that I ride a horse. That is racism. I don't care if someone is Black or Asian wants to, again, because I said just because you're Black or Hispanic doesn't mean you corner the market on racism. Racism is for anybody of any race, Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, Black. It is not just a Black thing. I did a video a long time ago about people calling white people a honky or a cracker. That is racist. That's like calling a Black person the N-word. It's the same thing. It is calling somebody a derogatory name based on their color, based on their skin. So this person just assumed that because I'm white, that I experience white privilege, I belong to a country club, and I have a horse. And then all these other people decided to jump on the bandwagon and say, I'm a big Karen and how I'm being racist and I'm being awful and look how I'm being terrible. How in the bleep am I being terrible by saying that racism does in fact exist for all races, not just Black people? I have experienced racism. I have been called racist names like honky and cracker, and people assume that I have a horse and belong to a country club and that I have white privilege. I work 50 hours a week, not 40, 50. I have always worked my butt off. And let me tell you, I have come from a very tragic background. I have experienced a lot of grief, a lot of tragic things. I'm not privileged by any stretch of the imagination. And the fact that someone thinks that because I'm white is racist. How is that me being crazy? And one guy's like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And then other people are calling me Karen and saying, I hope this video goes viral. I hope it does go viral. I hope it does. Go ahead, make it go viral. Me saying that I work my butt off, I'm not rich at all, and I've had nothing handed to me, and saying that racism exists not just in Black people is not a bad thing to say. I'm not sorry for saying it. And also, if someone does own a horse and someone is a member of a country club, that doesn't mean that they have white privilege. Here's a little tip. Maybe it means that they worked hard. I know that's a weird concept for a lot of people out there that just want to live in this perpetual cycle of victimhood, and make excuses as to why they don't have the things that other people do. If you want those things, get those things. Stop relying on DEI. Stop relying on your boo-hoo sob stories. Because let me tell you, white people do have sob stories as well. It is not, and if you disagree with that, then you are being prejudiced. There's no other explanation. If you disagree that white people haven't gone through stuff and that only one certain group of people have, then you have problems. That's not a me issue. Don't turn around. Don't make that a me issue. That's a you issue. And if I did have a horse and if I did belong to a country club, good for me. It means that I've earned it. It means that I did a little thing called work. It means that I did something called get a job and have goals, and I set them and I obtained them. I don't have those things. If I did, I'm not going to feel bad for them. And you calling me names like Karen and saying that I should feel bad, shame on you, actually. And by the way, some stranger that's playing the same tired, recycled, regurgitated crap, racist, bigot, white privilege. It's 2025. The majority has spoken. The majority doesn't want to listen to your tired old crap again. Get a dictionary. Use some different words because no one gives an F.